Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Woo! All right, local SEO in 10.
That was a pretty weak one. Woo!
My voice doesn't go high anymore.
Woo! Come on!
There you go. I can't do it anymore.
You got to do the Ric Flair. Woo! All right.
No,
we're ready.
I can do my Morgan Freeman.
I don't know. I don't know if that matches, but okay.
500 yards.
Thank you. I guess welcome to another episode. I'll take over of Local SEO in 10. I am not the host. I'm the expert, Adam, and the other guy over there is Jamie.
Hello.
Jamie, hello. Take over.
All right, Adam. The last few weeks have been very, very exciting, very interesting, and I've implemented almost everything and seen tremendous results. So
yes, good.
Yeah, the Listicle podcast probably is the best one yet. So go back and listen to that.
I know it just went under the radar. I don't know why. I've held back on talking about those for a while. So
all right. Well, every person listening here needs to go back and listen to the Listicle podcast. That one is gold. So I'm sure you have some platinum and diamonds for us today.
That's right. I do. Today we're going to talk about NAP.
Oh, my favorite. I love naps.
I didn't say naps.
Oh.
No,
I'd love to take a nap. How about that?
Yeah, me too. It's an acronym for your name, address, and phone number.
Yes.
And I know that sounds like a big snooze fest. However,
did you say something?
Wake up. Crazily, this is one of the top ranking factors that by independent studies that people have shown is really, really, really important. And it's not just your name, address, phone number. It's actually what we mean is the consistency of your name, address, and phone number in multiple places. So super, super important. If you've moved your business a lot, you have different phone numbers that have changed, you need to get a handle on all of this, all in every directory listing that you're listed on, and make sure that your NAP, your name, address, and phone number at least, are the same. So why do you think that's important, Jamie?
Google loves consistency.
Whoa, that is right. So Google is an algorithm. We all know that. When you confuse Google, I've said it before, you're going to lose. So if you have different phone numbers, different addresses, different zip codes, any of that kind of stuff, Google is going to be confused. And when Google's confused, even if your name is a little different. So whenever we take over with a client, we always make sure, number one, that their name and address and a phone number that's on their Google listing, that is extremely important. And we use that going forward. So where do we put those? So that name, address, and phone number, where do we put them? Definitely
Google My Business.
Starts there, your Google My Business. The next place, on your website. So on the footer of your website, if you're a one location only business, then you want that name, address, and phone number just exactly how it appears in Google on that Google My Business listing. You want to have it exactly like that in your footer. If you're a business with multiple locations, we've talked about that before. You want to have different location specific pages. And on that specific location page, you want to have the name and address and phone number of the same Google My Business listing, just the same as it is there. If you don't want to put multiple names and addresses and phone numbers in your footer. Okay, so make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
seems all pretty basic.
Well, you'd think so, but there's we see all the time where we'll take over a client and they will just have a page listing all of their locations on that page. And what you're doing to Google is going, blah, choose one. And when Google has to choose one, then you're messed up. It's not gonna do any help, not gonna do any good for you. So
what
you want
about
to have
PO box?
if you have a PO box, that's fine, but not for your Google My Business. They do not accept mailboxes or PO boxes. So you want to have a name, address, and phone number. If you're a service area business, you can have your your general location. Like if you're in Walnut Creek, California, the famous Walnut Creek, you can have it there. You can have that listed, but definitely name, address, phone number on your website footer if it's one location, on your location pages if you have many locations. The next thing, once you have that, you're going to go onto your local directory listings. So a local directory listing would be, what do you think?
Yelp.
Perfect. Yelp is one. Your local chamber, if you're a member there. Name, address, phone number, no mistakes. Facebook is another directory, weirdly. It's another high domain authority location. Twitter, Instagram, all of the basic ones, those big giant ones. But then also, you want to go to local or smaller directories, like even yp.com. People use that. I don't know why, but they do. And there are tons of services out there that will help clean up your NAP. So if you've moved a lot, you've closed and opened different locations, all that stuff, doing this or correcting those citations, those places where your business is listed, can be a giant task. So there's a bunch of places you can go to do that. There's Yext, which is a monthly fee, so you pay that forever. But Yext basically will go in and they will fix all of your name, address, phone numbers so they're consistent. But it's a monthly fee, and that monthly fee, when you stop paying, who knows? Everything goes back to the way it was. Yeah, it looks like that, and then that hurts.
Question.
Yes, go for it.
So, if you're using a PO box because you don't want people to know where, maybe you're working from your home, and you don't want your address out on the internet.
Yep.
Can you just make up an address? Is Google going to come to your house?
They will come to your house via a postcard. So actually what we want to do in another podcast, we talked about setting up a virtual office for you. It does fall kind of in the gray area of Google's rules right now. I highly recommend every business has a physical address. Google does prioritize brick and mortars over businesses that have hidden their address. And it's just a good idea to have one. It's easier to rank, by the way. That's the main reason is it's easier to rank if you have a Google My Business with an actual street brick and mortar address.
Another question. What if you have multiple locations?
What do you mean?
All right. Say I'm a Chick-fil-A and I have 5,000 locations.
Yes. Each one of those locations on your website should have a specific location page. So it'll be chickfila.com/Walnut Creek, right? So then that Chick-fil.A/Walnut Creek address, that'll go into the Google My Business website button when you click on that from the Google My Business. So it doesn't just those Google My Businesses, when you have that, when you go to that listing and you click on website, you don't want to be taken to the main brand website, that homepage. You want to be taken to that individual location page that's been made. That will strengthen that location in Google's eyes and raise the ranking of that location. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. One service that we've used in the past, it's from a company called Web20 Ranker. They will go in and do a citation cleanup of your name, address, and phone number. It's a little pricey, but it's a one-time fee. And they do an awesome job. It takes between 3 to 4 weeks to get everything done. But once it's done, it's consistent across the whole internet. And when that happens, when you're consistent, Google loves that because you're not confusing Google when you do that. So that's why it's super important. As your business grows, you can sign up for more of these directories. You can sign up for more of these citation places and have your name, address, and phone number listed on as many as you can. So I think the average is between 80 and 150 for the high ranking businesses, at least.
Why wouldn't you just Google your business and then see where you are not consistent and then try to fix those on your own?
You can definitely do that. However, a lot of them seem to be controlled by businesses that the only way you can change them or fix those is by paying them. And so these services that I mentioned, like Yext or Web20 Ranker, they have some kind of magic way where they're able to do that. So I don't know what that magic may be. But Yext has they've been around for years, and their model is, you pay us monthly, and we'll make sure to have everything correct. Once you stop paying, that all goes out the window.
Got it. All right.
This is really, really, I know it's a snooze fest. Sorry, but SEO is not all rocket ships and whatever
Results.
Star Trek.
Results.
Well, this is all. If we take care of this kind of stuff, then it does snowball, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it gets harder to stop. So that's what I like about it. Once you do stuff correctly long enough and enough, it just throws off business. It's great. It's so cool.
It's a flywheel.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I like that analogy too. That's all I got for the
Very good. Okay. Well, if you're a business owner and you're listening to this podcast, please make sure to share this out to other business owners. It's really good information. And then also make sure to review this podcast on whatever platform you're listening to. And we will make sure it's 5 stars too. And anything else, Adam?
If you do that, we promise no more wrestler impersonations.
I'll switch to Bill Cosby. How about that?
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.